Okay, my cloth diapers came today. I've been using this kind of cloth diaper for 4.5 years almost, and I really, really love them. They've saved our family lots of money. They come in all kinds of different colors and prints. I had just the original, like, basic one. I had the Bum Genius 3.0 made by Cotton Babies. I love to shop at cottonbabies.com specifically. They have excellent customer service. They respond to emails and questions right away. I think they're a really ethical company, and they do some really awesome outreach in providing cloth diapers in diaper grants to missionaries around the world and in foreign countries and stuff like that. And I think that's really cool. They do some charitable things and stuff, and I've really done a lot of good business with them over the years and been very impressed with the service that I've received and with the products that I'm getting. So they've recently come out with more colors and some patterns. They did an artist series, which I personally didn't think was too hot for boys. The red one and the blue one were kind of boyish, I guess, but I'm not so sure I would put them on my boys, but now that I'm having a girl, I like all of them. So I had been wanting their really light little purple color. It's very hard to see anything but in person that this has a purple tint to it. But it's called Bubble, and it's really cute. I started using the Bum Genius 2.0 back in the day. It was a one-size-fits-all, one all-in-one diaper. Sorry, the terminology. They took a while to dry. I liked them other than that. Then a friend of mine tried the 3.0 when it came out, which is a pocketed diaper where the main absorbency you stuff into it and then you take it out when it's time to wash so that they dry a lot faster. I thought that the stuffing and unstuffing would be really tedious, but I tried it and it's really not. Especially, I mean, you use them like twice and you get so fast at stuffing them, and I would just stuff all of mine when they came out of the dryer and put them somewhere so I didn't have to worry about it when I'm actually diapering the baby. So then they came out with the 4.0, which has better Velcro, and it's a little bit easier to stuff. It's got a little bit wider room. I've heard that the elastic has improved and some other things. Those are the main things that I've noticed. Those better Velcro, longer lasting, and they're easier to stuff. And that's nice because sometimes my husband ends up stuffing the diapers, and he's got much bigger hands than I do, and so it's easier for him to do it now too. And so this is the diaper folded down to its smallest size. However, this has both of the stuffings crammed in there, just sitting in there because it's just been packaged. When you diaper a brand new newborn with it, though, you use just the doubler or newborn insert, the tiny little one. It's really thin, but a teeny tiny little baby isn't going to overfill that thing unless you leave them in it all day, which is gross. So you put just that little one in there, fill it all up, and then it's down on its...
Pepper.
Go take it. It's down on its lowest snap, and you can cross these over so that they're nice and tight. And you have this like itty bitty little baby bum diaper. My son fit these at 9 pounds, and probably, actually, he was born, thank you. He was born at 9 pounds, and by the time I started using them on him, he kind of did his little weight dip and then started going back up, so he was probably about 9 pounds, and he probably could have used them even if he was a little smaller. They fit just fine. They say 7 to 35 pounds or 8 to 35 pounds, and there's going to be some babies that the leg opening is too big or something like that. I know a lot of people have made the mistake of putting in the full-size insert from the beginning. That makes it hugely bulky, harder to get it tight around the legs. You want to make sure that when you've got a brand new newborn who's only peeing and pooping tiny little bits, that you put just the newborn one in there. It'll fit so much easier that way, and you really can fit a baby in it starting at like 8 pounds. Then, when baby gets bigger, you can unsnap it to this, unsnap it and snap it to the second snap. And you won't have to do this every time. You only do this once, and they can be washed like this and stuff. Of course, you take the stuffing out, but the diaper can stay snapped the way it is. And you just keep using it like that, a little bit bigger, over and over and over again until baby grows out of that, and you have to unsnap it all the way. And then, of course, you know, by the time you're using the second snap or no snaps at all, you're going to be inserting this bigger stuffing in, which also snaps down to make smaller sizes and stuff. I often just put it in as is the whole long way at, you know, at one snap down or no snaps at all. And it fits just fine. It'll kind of even out. The diaper keeps it really well flat and laid out properly. It doesn't tend to bunch and crunch like you might think that it would and give them a wedgie and things like that. I've always found that they stay really good. And if you have a really heavy wetter or want to use it overnight, you put both in. So that's just the rundown of how these bad boys work. And I love them. My biggest thing that I tell people, though, is make sure you wash them right. You want to make sure that you use the Velcro tabs, put that down, take the stuffing out, and put it in the washing machine like that. If you leave these Velcros, they're going to cling to each other and start picking each other apart. And, you know, that's no good. You want your diapers to last. And the most important thing that I've found with my diapers to keep them from leaking and getting buildup or smelling or anything like that is to use the right detergent. I use Country Save detergent. I get a big box of it for like $13, and it lasts me a really long time. I only use it on my diapers, and it only takes about 1/4 of a scoop per load, and you wash cold, then wash hot with a second rinse. All the instructions are on the website for how to wash them, but Country Save has been a lifesaver of a detergent. I tried a lot of other kinds before I found that and ruined a lot of diapers with it. So now that we used Country Save, the diapers come out really great each time, and I occasionally, but very rarely, need to do the stripping process with the diapers, which uses Dawn detergent and stuff and strips any residue or buildup that's starting to cling to the diapers over time and make them start to be less absorbent. It strips all of that off. And I hardly ever have to do that. Country Save has done a really good job at keeping that from building up as much. But I occasionally do strip the diapers when I feel like they're maybe just not quite as absorbent as they used to be. So, yeah. So here's one of the Artist Series ones, little yellow one. That one's pretty cute. And I think that this may be the favorite one that came today. This black and white one. Isn't that just so posh? She's going to be pooping in posh. I mean, my goodness. What a designer diaper for for a bum. But I mean, hey, if you're gonna reuse your diapers and wash them and reuse them and not be throwing anything away, they may as well be pretty and cute and, you know, have something fun. So I'm really excited to get more colors and, you know, some pinks and purples and things like that. They're going to be really, really cute. She's going to have one to match every outfit. And, but yeah, the one thing that I have noticed sometimes sort of scares people away from the Bum Genius 4.0 is that they're not the cheapest diaper. They're not the most expensive either. But they're about $17.95 each, I think it is. And I usually tell people for like a older baby that's not like a brand new newborn that you want to have anywhere from 14 to 20 in your stash. 14 to 16 is fine. If you have 12 to 14, you're going to be washing every other night. If you have 14 to 16, you might be able to get away with like 2.5 days or something like that. 16, 17, you can get on into where like on the third day, you don't necessarily have to wash your diapers right at 2.5 days. You can, you know, later in the afternoon or something like that when you get to it. So I find that a lot more convenient. It's flexible. Sometimes if I am doing laundry and the diapers are going to be needing to be done soon, I would do them on the second day or whatever, but I have a little bit of flexibility when I have 16 or 17 diapers in my stash to where if I'm busy, which I often am, I can, I know I have, I have 3 or 4 diapers left that can get me the rest of the day or whatever. So for newborn, you're going to need a lot more. I'm considering trying out Bum Genius's newborn size diaper. That wasn't around the last time I had a baby. It's an all-in-one, but it's much smaller. So the drying time should still be reasonable, I'm hoping, because it's not tons of fabric. It's just for a newborn. They look super cute. I wouldn't necessarily invest in a newborn stash for just one baby or whatever, but I figure, they're newborn size for just a little while, and then the diapers, still should be good after that and ready to be used for another baby. You can get most of your money back selling them, Craigslist or whatever. You can hand them down to somebody that would need them, maybe doesn't have the money to front for a diaper stash and you want to help them out. I mean, give them as a gift or hand-me-down or whatever. I mean, they keep on giving. They last a long time. Now, I know that they're only guaranteed for a year. Mine last longer than that. Especially if you take care of them right, use the right detergent and stuff like that. They last a good long time. I mean, the diapers that I used on my son are still plenty good to go. I will be using some of them. The only reason that I will be replacing some of them is because they're blue and I kind of want some pinks and purples. And the money that they have saved us over the years can afford for that, especially if the blues I go ahead and sell on Craigslist or, consignment sell them to somebody or something like that. Then it's really going to pay quite a bit toward getting some new girly colors or something. And that's just kind of a for fun thing that I want to do. If I needed to get by with the same diapers again, I totally could. So yeah, that's my little plug for those. I'm excited that they came with the cute little colors and designs on them and stuff like that. Maybe I'll go ahead and take this one out because it deserves it. How cute. So, yep. And I'm thinking about doing the newborn thing. My last baby was big enough that I could probably do these from birth right away. But I might get some newborn diapers. I'd like to cloth diaper from day one this time. In the past, I've waited a few weeks. But I think I'd like to start from the beginning with it and have a newborn stash for the future and to pass on to somebody else when I'm done with them. So, yeah, I'll be getting more and I can show those off too. That's all for now, though.